What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that to show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So today is one that was very excited to wear, even though it's quite redundant with some other fragrances that I have. So today we're going to cover my full review and my opinions on the 2019 release, Davidoff Run Wild. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so Davidoff Run Wild. So first and foremost, let's cover this presentation. So I do have the box right here. I have started to keep the boxes for storage purposes. You know, standard Davidoff stuff has that real shiny color, very plain. Name of the brand, name of the fragrance, size and concentration, batch code information, UPCs. Nothing real special going on with the box. Toss that over there. The bottle, I actually think, is a very nice concave design. So when you take a look at the way the curvature is on it, it's very concave, very thick base. I love the way this is designed. Batch code on the bottom, you know. Now, this cap is going to be very reminiscent of something. So I do have it right here. Eau Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette. Those designs are very, 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 very similar. So design cues and originality are two different things in this situation, but it does look good on this bottle with that added collar that says Davidoff going all the way around. Does click into place. Very large atomizer, decent distribution, nothing special. But I will say I do love the way this bottle looks. I think that it's one of the better designs from Davidoff, and for that the presentation is going to get an 8 out of 10. Now onto this scent. It is a newer release from 2019. It's classified as an aromatic spicy. I will put the notes right there for you. So in the opening, you're going to get the bubblegum vibe, no doubt about it, and immediately it's going to remind you of two other fragrances, which I do have right here: Azzaro Wanted and Spice Bomb Night Vision. Dead ringer for both of them. So like I said, in the opening, bubblegum vibe, cinnamon and lavender. You're getting spices and it's very aromatic. That's what's giving you that bubblegum vibe. Now in the transition, the cinnamon's really settling at this point. It gets a lot more spicy, warms up quite a bit. You do get a touch of the ginger that's in there. Once that opening, the bubblegum kind of kills off a little bit and you can really start distinguishing notes a little bit better. You get a little bit more ginger. And then the sweetness from the tonka bean really starts to come in that transition, I would say, after about 20 minutes into the life of the fragrance after you spray it. And then in the dry down, you're still getting a very faint cinnamon at that point. It gets a little herbaceous from the fir resin, but not really much, just enough to kind of detect it a little bit. It's a skin scent at this point with me, but it is my scent of the day today. And then you're still going to get plenty of sweet tonka in that dry down. So it's very faint spice from the cinnamon, a little herbal green, and mainly tonka bean in the dry down. It's a tonka bean fragrance. But I will tell you this. I do love the way this one smells, because if you like Azzaro Wanted or you like Spice Bomb Night Vision, you'll like this. The difference here is if you own, grab both. If you own either one of these, in my opinion, don't buy this one. These perform a little bit better, but the smell is 1-to-1. The quality is on par. Difference is you can get this one a lot cheaper. This 50 ml is right around $18 to $22. A 50 ml like this is in the mid-30s range, $30 range. A 50 ml like this is in like the $50, $55 range. So price for the juice, this is the way to go. If you do not have either one of these, buy this one. That's my opinion, because it is the same scent. The scent on this is great in my opinion. I will be giving it an 8 out of 10 in the scent category. Now longevity, that's where this one doesn't perform as well as the other two. The other two are 7, 8, 9 hour fragrances. This is a 6-hour fragrance. And it does fall off of a cliff at 6 hours. 5 hours, it's really starting to sit close to the skin at that point, and then it becomes a skin scent like clockwork at the 6 hour mark. But it's a decent performer for the price, and like I said, it's 1-to-1 with Spice Bomb Night Vision and a Zorro Wanted for sure. So for the longevity, it's going to get a 7 out of 10. 6 hours is not terrible for a fragrance. It's just not phenomenal. But for, like I said, for what you're paying, it's actually decent. Now, projection. It is arm's length for a good solid hour, and then you get kind of a little scent bubble for a few hours following. It starts to sit really close to the skin. At about the 3 hour mark is where it's really, you know, people really got to get in your personal space to smell you at that point. But it's not a slouch by any means, but at the same time, it's not filling any rooms. So projection on this one's going to get a 7 out of 10 as well. Overall, Run Wild from Davidoff is absolutely a 7.5 out of 10 fragrance in my opinion. Like I said, if you don't have either one of these, it's a go. If you do have a Zorro Wanted or Spice Bomb Night Vision, you're probably not going to want to pick up Run Wild. But like I said, I'll reiterate it one more time and stress it because this is very important. If you don't have these and you've been debating on getting them, get Run Wild instead. It is much cheaper and it is a 1-to-1 smell to these more expensive fragrances from the Zorro and Viktor and Rolf. Obviously Viktor and Rolf being the most expensive. I thoroughly enjoy this one. Even though I have the other two, I will still get some wear out of it because I enjoy the scent that much. It does have that bubblegum vibe, and it gets spicy in the transition and dry down, and I love that. That's why I have the other two. Having those two was redundant to get both of them because they smell so similar. And it's the same thing to have this. But I will say, if you get your hands on this one, you'll probably be pretty happy about it if you didn't buy the other ones. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this? How many of you have one of the other two or both? If you do, avoid this one like the plague, unless you just love the scent so much, like I do, and it just makes sense to have it anyway. But I will say, if you get this one, and you give it a spray now, there's a really good chance that you'll thank me later, as long as you don't have the other two. Have a good day, guys.